What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Get a Life podcast. I'm Nick. This is
Tim.
He's drinking his beer, and
What's left of it?
What's left of it? We're a little worried, and we're worried because the Nintendo Switch. Will there be enough consoles for everyone? Because if the past teaches us anything, it's that on November 11th when the NES Classic dropped.
Well, it goes deeper than the NES Classic, but yeah, that's just...
There was not near enough consoles for the demand, especially for those damn resellers who had to buy up every single one of them just so they could sell them online for 3-4 times what it's really worth. So will we be encountering the same thing with the Switch?
Without a doubt. I mean, it comes up every console generation. Every time a new console drops, there's never enough supply to meet the demand. There's always resellers.
You say that with the Xbox One when that came out. I mean, there was nobody really in line.
Well, that's true. I mean, at the Target that I went to, there was nobody really waiting for it, but there still was a supply shortage for even the Xbox One.
Okay.
PS4. I mean, everything basically since PlayStation 2 has been limited.
Yeah, I remember waiting in line and stuff for the Wii and stuff and the PS3, but the scary thing is that the Switch is not coming out in Japan first.
No.
It's launching March 3rd everywhere.
Worldwide.
So there's just no way that there's going to be enough consoles. And then they told us with the presentation that they just had recently that the stores and whatnot were going to start taking pre-orders on January 21st. That was not the case.
Well, they specifically said January 21st in Japan.
Oh, I didn't.
But they didn't mention the U.S. or anything. I was watching Amazon and I was watching GameStop. Those happened to be the two places that didn't start taking pre-orders till the day after the Switch event, or at least later that night, and they're gone. But Best Buy, Walmart,
Kmart, Target,
they all started taking pre-orders immediately after the Switch event. They sold out really fast. Target was a couple days later. They are sold out now. So undoubtedly the Switch is going to be hard to find. Nintendo's already said that they're going to ship 2 million Switch units by the end of March, which sounds like a lot except for the fact that it's launching worldwide. So 2 million units for the entire world to fight over, I don't think is that many units. So I think it is going to be a short supply, at least initially. It's probably going to be hard to get until, what do you think, May?
Probably.
June?
Which sucks. I mean, I pre-ordered one. You've pre-ordered one.
I got fortunate to pre-order one.
I wanted to pre-order a bunch of them because I wanted to have them in the store, and I wanted them to... I mean, we're not going to make any money off of it or anything like that, but just for our customers so that they can come here and they know that they have an option to buy it and they don't have to go on Craigslist and stuff like that, and people are going to be trying to sell them for like $600, and it's just...
You know, like I said, it happens with every console generation. There's always the resellers. And I was telling you the story the other day about the guy that was at the Target with me with the Xbox One, and he bought one, and then he was walking to his car, and he got in his car, and I saw the license plate was like Mr. eBay or something like that.
What a douchebag.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's...
Well, it's getting crazy, too, because it's just like, to kind of segue into something else, it's... I mean, owning a shop, like we've already had talked about this, like, yeah, it's really fun, it's exciting, but you almost need to be thinking so far into the future as far as like where's the shop going to evolve into, because I mean, we're in an area where there's a lot of competition around here, and there's just every week there's more collectors being born out there getting into this, and the supply is depleting with the demand constantly rising. People walk into the doors are right over here, and people walk into the shop and they just immediately go to N64. And it's just like, and they're younger people too, And it's like, is it YouTube they're getting into this stuff? Or I don't understand also, why isn't the new modern games keeping the attention enough of gamers that they're constantly going retro? Now, we're a retro store, but at the same time, it's just like, we sell modern stuff. We do tournaments. We're getting into card games and whatnot. Mm-hmm. They're hopefully going to be selling like little like stuffed animals and backpacks, and because we just have to, because it's just going to be, it's crazy the ups and downs that you get. Like, we've had times when we were so stocked on a certain console, and we're like, damn, dude, we got a lot of Super Nintendo, and then 2 months later, it's like, damn, dude, we got no Super Nintendo.
Well, I mean, the thing with that is it's not even the collectors anymore. It's just the people who, they saw that Tecmo Bowl Kia commercial, or they weren't able to get an NES Classic or whatever, and they come in here and they want to buy an NES and they want to buy 4 or 5 games, and then they want to come back. And of course, we appreciate that they come here, but it's just average people who are coming in and buying up really all of our, old school stuff. It's just guys that are one day like, oh, I feel like going back and playing Mario 3. And so they'll come in and they'll buy an NES and they'll buy Mario 3, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it gets scary because they own the game as kids. They always come in here. We hear it every single day. People have regret. These stories of regret. I sold all my stuff
dozens
15,
of
20 years
dozens
ago.
Of stories.
Or my mom sold all my stuff. Or an ex-girlfriend sold all my stuff. Or my stuff was stolen.
Yeah.
Every single day we hear a story like that. And so then these people want to come in and they want to rebuy all this stuff with the intention of never selling it ever again.
And that's the thing.
That's the problem that we're coming across, is people are buying all this stuff up and they never want to sell it ever again. So it's not circulating.
We're doing well now, but where are we going to be in 6 months? Where's our 1-year projections? Where's our 2-year projections, and so on? Mm-hmm. And I mean, this is a legitimate business. I mean, people are like, oh, you guys are like, it's kid playtime and shit. It's just like you're working with video games and you're not growing up. No, it's like, listen to the tone of my voice and listen to yours. It's just like, it's serious. This is business. You're advertising constantly and you're dealing with the general public. And most of the people, I'd say 9 out of 10 people who come in here are freaking dope. They're chill. But you get some crazies.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know how we got on this subject, but it's kind of like we get parents who drop their kids off.
Yeah.
They don't even come into the store.
It's free babysitting.
They're dropping their children off, and their kids will just come in here and they'll sit on our seats, because we have these seats here where you can sit and just play some old school games or some games in general, or you can watch Netflix with us, I guess. And parents will just drop their kids off and take off and leave, and they expect us to babysit them and watch them and entertain them for an hour, and then they come back and they pick their kids up. And I'm not exactly sure at what point that became okay.
We just lost.
What was the other movie we were watching with Kevin Bacon, where he goes to the warehouse and he's like doing gymnastics?
Now,
in there?
Footloose is the shit.
Footloose
is good. That's a good movie, but I can't.
That was hilarious.
I don't.